Hi, ladies, and welcome back. This is the last session of International Women in Business Summit. And this is our last session with Yvonne. I am really excited about hosting Yvonne today, and she will be talking about your work and your life balance and how you can create a better and happier life for yourselves. Whether you're still working in a corporate environment, whether you're building a business, I'm really excited about inviting Yvonne here today and sharing your story and your journey from your experience. So welcome, Yvonne.
Thank you.
So exciting to have you here. I know you've been waiting all day to be online.
Oh, I woke up this morning and I was like, this is the day. And I decided it's going to be a good day. It's going to be great. So I've been dressed in my party dress all day. So I'm here ready to party.
Fantastic. It really is. I think it's a very exciting day. I'm so glad that we are all doing it. We're actually all together, celebrating International Women's Day.
Yeah.
This experience, knowledge, inspiration. There has been ladies that have been, really impacted by what we spoke about today. And I think this is a really good way to finish the sessions with your subject of creating a better balance in life. And I know you have an incredible story to share. So I'm really, really excited about your session.
Okay.
Maybe a quick introduction about yourself, your history, and how you got here where you are.
Sure. So, hello everyone, I'm Yvonne Dam of Amaze Yourself Coaching, and I called my company Amaze Yourself because I believe I live an amazing life, and I think you're amazing as well. And the reason why I started Amaze Yourself is because I see a lot of people around me who doubt themselves. And I believe that everyone, you included, you're great just the way you are. But what I see is that a lot of people focus on things other people want from them instead of focusing on what they really want. And in short, that makes them quite miserable. They're either not happy with their life or they're not happy with the lack of time to do fun things. And they can't really enjoy life. And I think that's such a pity. So that's why I started Amaze Yourself. But I must be honest, I've totally been there. So years ago, I used to work quite hard. I'm still quite ambitious. I love what I do, and I was in a big corporate, and I really wanted, to be an executive. So I worked and worked. But if you work hard, you have to play hard, right? So that's what I did as well. I played hard. I did a lot of partying, different dress though, and it didn't work. I just totally collapsed. I got burned out. My couch and I became great friends. Never want to be such a good pals with my couch again. And after that, I regained my energy. But there was always something. I was always struggling either with my time, or with my energy. When I had a good day, I would say yes to everything and everyone. And when I had done that, then I had to call everybody back and say, I'm sorry, but my energy, I can't do it. And it really, really peed me off, because if I listened to all the stories of the gurus, basically I needed to become very zen and doing nothing. And I just love life, I love to go out there. And I was like, this can't be. I can't be not enjoying myself. And then a couple of years back, I discovered the secret, and I'm going to share it with you. And it was really, it's not that complicated, but it did turn my whole world around. Mm. And the secret is, if you want to have a fun-filled life and you really want to enjoy your life, make sure to focus on what you want. And I don't mean what your partner wants, what your boss wants, or what your kids want. It's all about you. And because I got frustrated by seeing friends, colleagues, everybody feeling trapped in the rat race and running around, and I could see that they were, draining themselves, I came up with a framework which is 6 steps that's going to help you to really reshape your life and get more balance into it and have fun while you get balance. So,
so your life completely transformed using these 6 steps, and
yes.
would you say you changed person from what you were back
then? That sounds almost that. Well, I think I've always had fun. It's just I always had a lot of setbacks, and I always felt bad about that because I did so many things I thought I ought to do or I felt obliged to do. And even in work, I did a lot of stuff that really wasn't what I was supposed to do to get me to the next step. But because somebody asked me and I didn't want to say no, I just said yes. And if you do that in so many areas in your life, you're saying yes to other people instead of saying yes to you. And again, it's quite simple, but it does all add up and you end up just, losing you. So in that way, I think I'm more me than I was ever before, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Incredible. That's amazing. So I'm super keen to find out the 6 steps and how we can change our life and how to find that balance, because I think in one way or the other, it doesn't matter how together our lives looks like. I think at some stages we struggle with saying no to things that we shouldn't, or finding that balance and finding time for our loved ones, for our family. So I'm super keen to find out from you what your secret is in finding the right balance.
Okay, so I'm going to take you through the steps. And the first question you should ask yourself, or you should write down, and if you're looking at this, even if you're looking at it later, I really invite you to start writing down. And I'm inviting you to write down the first thing that comes to mind. Because if you think about it longer, there comes that little nagging voice telling you, no, you can't be selfish. It should be something else. Forget about that nagging voice. It's out of the door. It's not Friday yet, but let's kick it out, okay? And then just whatever comes to mind, write that down. So the first question is, what do you really want? What does your dream life look like? Now, I only got a short period of time, so maybe for now, don't go for your dream life, but maybe for one thing you would really like to change. And that can be, like you said, I want to spend more time with my loved ones, or maybe you just want some time for yourself. Because let's be honest, sometimes everybody else gets it and you are the one missing out, right? So start with the question, what do I really want? And if you take this, because you can, always work with it again and again, if you're in a situation where you feel, okay, I need to make a tough decision, be honest with yourself. What is it you really, really want? Mm-hmm. And
so ladies, do comment in the box and let us know what is that one thing that you want right now.
Yeah.
Time for yourself, whether it's maybe 15 minutes rest or a spa day, or for me personally, I haven't been on holiday for quite a while now. So this year I am committing myself to traveling more, and that was one of my hugest passions before, but the work and everything else has taken the priority, and I haven't been away for so long. So next week I'm going away. I'm doing something for myself.
Excellent. That's excellent news. It with a lot of these things like holidays, it really helps if you plan. Like entrepreneur, you must have some kind of planning. But if you don't, not an entrepreneur, you work in a company, not your own company, you still need to plan. So what I do, I start my planning seriously. I've got a year plan. And I start with the pink. I love pink. So all my holidays are pink. It's the first thing I put in my planning because I love traveling, So it's a priority indeed. So that's the first thing. If focus on what you want. And Lindsay, I see you also want vacation. Well, let's work on that, okay? So the first thing is ask yourself, what do you really want? And it's funny because you speak about vacation. What can help you? I don't know whether you've ever been on holiday on your own, but if you haven't, it's a must. Because if you go on holiday on your own, There's nobody you have to take into account. There's nobody who's going to tell you, I'd rather go to that other restaurant when you're dying to go there. Or you want to lie on the beach and the other person wants to go shopping. You go like, seriously, I don't want to go shopping, but hey, I'll go. And I want you to think about all these decisions like you're on holiday by yourself, because that will tell you, what do I need now? Okay? So that's the first. Then the second thing is, in your dream life, you need to establish for yourself what it is you need to have more balance in your life. And if you think about it right now, I'm pretty sure something pops up. You already spoke about a spa day. For some people, it's meditation. For other people, it's yoga. For other people, it's just Netflixing, I'm pretty sure you know what you need for your balance. And it's all about you. What I see a lot of people is, okay, so meditation works. I must be honest, I can only meditate when it's 5 minutes and it's a guided meditation. Otherwise, what will happen is after the meditation, I go very hungry because I'm making a shopping list in my mind. I want to go eat.
Well, tomorrow morning, if you're awake at 9:30 in the morning, we have a guided meditation with Samantha tomorrow morning. So
excellent. Okay.
We're all going to be here. Hopefully you won't be doing a shopping list in your head.
Well, guided meditations work for me, and it really also helps me to unwind. But the thing is, if you set goals, a lot of people think about work goals or things they want to achieve. And you tend to forget, what do I need for the balance in my life? And even if it's, if you feel very stressed out now, I just want to encourage you to pick a date. It might be in a month or so, but just pick a date and promise yourself, that's my time out. Okay? So that's the second. And so what comes to your mind? Tell me.
First thing that comes to my mind, I think that me time and having just a relaxation, a true relaxation, that nothing is on your mind. There's no rushing around. There's no to-do list.
Yeah.
Just pure relaxation when you can take a book and just relax and read it.
Yeah, that's
thoughts flying into your head.
Yeah. And what also helps, and I'm going to say this: switch off your phone. Literally, put it on airplane mode. Don't switch it off because you go like, oh, that takes me ages to switch it back on. But put it on airplane mode or put it away. And just really, really give yourself some me time. And the thing is, we always think, okay, it needs to be an hour or whatever. But truth be told, sometimes 5 minutes is all it takes.
Yeah.
And I've got a special thing for you. I've got my giveaway is, how do I get more free me time?
Fantastic. Good.
Sorry, what did you want to say?
So today it's about switching off and switching off from our usual lives and doing something different, doing something for ourselves. And I think it's a great theme for International Women's Day because, for those that did join most of the sessions today, you have really done something for yourself. You put yourself first, and it's amazing. We are celebrating this together, and we're doing something for ourselves and putting ourselves first. And we as women, we find it incredibly difficult because we have children, we have partners, we have maybe mothers, fathers that we're looking after. And it's very often that we are the carers in the family and we don't get to actually have that me time. So I think just that reminder to have that me time and how to switch off is so important to have that.
Yeah. And I like what you're saying. And the truth is, most women are very giving, right? And we're very nurturing and we take care of a lot of people. But what may help you is see yourself as a beautiful well. So what you like to do is you like to give and give water to everybody around you, so to make sure they don't get thirsty, right? That's what you do as a well. But if you don't allow the well to take a break so that the water can come up again, it will dry out. And then people will go away because they don't have, you're no use of them. So give yourself that time out to make sure that you refresh, even if it's 5 minutes, and then you can give again.
Yeah, amazing. So, Lindsay,
oh, that's lovely. I love that, Lindsay. Well done for you.
Lindsay saying I had so many things to do, but after the first session, I cancelled everything and just took time for me and enjoying the summit. Thank you, Lindsay. I think I hope you have done the right thing and you have enjoyed it and have really taken a lot from it. I think we are totally worth it to take the time for ourselves, to replenish ourselves, to learn something new and inspire and really become new again and fill up that well.
Yeah. And you know what, Lindsay, it might be reassuring to know that a lot of us think, okay, I need a lot done, so I will just push. I will skip my lunch break. I will work through the night just to get it done, right? That's tendency I used to have. Truth be told, and even if you look into research, is that the more breaks you take, the better your productivity scores. Because if you just keep going, you really, really slow down, because it's just, you can't stay focused all the time. So the minimum would be 1 hour and then take a break, but preferably it's sooner. And the break can just be standing up, taking a cup of water or whatever. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, I know. It's all of us. Let's be honest. That's why I'm sharing it. And just take a short break. If you struggle with it, just set the alarm on your phone, because it's gonna be amazing. But I'm telling you, it's really gonna work.
Yeah, I took a little break in between the sessions earlier.
Yeah,
just a walk, because I felt I wanted to be outside for at least 15 minutes to refresh myself. And in the back of my head, I was thinking, I have to send out a few emails, I have to do the tweets. And I was like, no, me comes first, because if I am tired and if I'm not ready to host the next session, then no one will get the value out of it. So for me, that was a priority, to take a step back for 5 minutes and have me time.
I love it. And I think it's a great thing. And you went outside, and that's something I always tell to my clients as well, because if you're outside, and especially here in the UK, I don't know where you're watching from, but in the UK, it's always windy, right? But sometimes I just imagine all those thoughts blowing out of my mind, and it's literally, you get a breath of fresh air. And especially if you're able to walk in a park or somewhere in nature, because there has been research showing that 90% of the people, if they are surrounded by green, they get more happy. So it's like a double whammy. You get a break, you get to refresh, and hey, instant happiness. It's depending on the park, I must say, but hey. Okay, so if you have discovered, okay, I need some balance, and you manage to get it in your daily routine or in your weekly routine, the next thing I think is crucial is to find out what you need to do career-wise. Because let's be honest, we're all ambitious, right? We all want to get somewhere, because otherwise you wouldn't watch this, because you want to get somewhere. And if you have established for yourself, okay, what's my dream life, then make sure that what you're aiming for career-wise is supporting that. And it might sound funny, but what I see is a lot of my clients, they feel stuck in their job, or they feel stuck in their own company, doing the things that they don't want to do, but maybe brings them more money at the short run. But in the long run, if that's not what you really want to be doing, it's not going to help your goal. Or I've got some clients who would like to move abroad. And then if you're not already start planning now, you're never going to be able to. So one of the reasons, for example, why I do everything online is because I love to travel, right? So I just want to be able to do it everywhere where I can. And the people I work with don't have any time. So do it online and save time. But it's also because I really love to travel. So that's what I mean. If career-wise, make sure that it's fitting your dream?
I think it's so important to think about what will your future look like and what your dream career or your business will look like, and it definitely needs to fit in with your lifestyle and what you want your lifestyle to look like. It's no good wanting the freedom, but yet you're building a massive business that will hold you down. I think hopefully we have more options than ever before to build the type of lifestyle that we want and build a business around it as well.
Yeah, and I'm assuming most of the people who will watch this are entrepreneur or want to be entrepreneur. But when I still worked in the corporate world, I always was surprised by how many people told me, I want to get a promotion. I want to be able to get a promotion. And then I asked them, so what do you need to do to get that promotion? And people would like, I don't know, just work. But that's not how it works, right? It's if you want to get a promotion, you need to set certain goals, preferably with your manager who signs off on your promotion, and then you work towards those goals. And that doesn't only apply when you're within a company, a corporate organization, but it's also when you have your own company. If you want to get somewhere, set those goals. Validate them with your clients almost, because it's like what Haley just said, right? Some things sell better than others, but you need to go for the ones that sell and that bring you whatever you want. And just bring that focus. I think that's really helpful.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay.
So nuggets, of golden nuggets, as they call it.
And then this is almost like the next step. And I think, Lindsay, you're going to like this as well. Once you've determined what it is you want, career-wise, then the big question is, okay, so how do I get it done in as less time as possible, right? Because we want to go out there and go to the spa, relax, take that bath, read the book. So how do you get more effective in whatever it is you do, so you've got more time to enjoy yourself? And there are many ways to do so. I'm planning a online training around this. How do you really create more time for yourself to enjoy life? And the one thing I want to share with you now, I'm going to share some others as well, but I was just wondering, do you ever binge watch like Netflix or whatever? Do you ever do that?
It is comment in the box, in a chat box, and let us know if you, whether it's your favorite program or a series that you watch. I know back in the day when I used to have to study, I used to choose to watch Sex and the City.
And did you watch them all after each other now, or did you just tune in every week?
Recordings, and I think that used to be my show to just unwind. But sometimes I would watch more than one or two or three. But one more. Like, no, I really need to go to bed. But yeah, that's what I used to do.
Just keep watching. Yeah, I think it's very addictive, isn't it? The reason why I asked, because one of the productivity boosts can be actually batching, which is similar to binge watching. That's why I refer to it, because everybody knows binge watching, whether they knew the term about it or not. But everybody has now and again watched a couple of episodes of series behind each other and really got into it, enjoyed, and went to bed late. And batching is something similar. Basically, you take a blocked out period of time, let's say 2 hours, and you decide in that period of time, you're going to be focusing on the same task, but doing many of it. For example, you've got 2 hours and you decide you're going to write. So you're going to start to write your blogs, you're going to start to write your newsletters. And because that's all you're going to be doing, and because you do it again and again, you really, really get amazing fast. Yeah. So you get loads done in a short period of time.
You get really focused on the task, isn't it? And you get into it.
Yes. So it's batching. It's where you have a short period of or a blocked period of time, and you do regular tasks like your administration. You just focus on it and you get going and you keep going. Or a text for your website, things like that. It really, really works well.
Yeah, amazing.
And sorry, you wanted to say something?
Oh, go ahead.
No, there's another one, which is actually, it's funny, and it's almost the opposite, but it works really well. I don't know about you, but I really like to listen to motivational talks or inspiration, or I love to listen to audiobooks.
Yeah.
And what I do is I drop off my daughter in the morning and then I drive back. And it's only a 10-minute drive, but every morning, as soon as I've dropped her off, headphones in, and I just listen to something inspiring. And you can do this when you're ironing, you can do this when you walk the dog, you can do this when you're traveling to work. But the amazing thing is you don't feel, especially traveling to work, you don't feel like you're wasting time because you're learning something or you're getting inspired or you're reading this amazing book. It's one of my favorite time-saving tips. It's because I used to never read those managerial books because I didn't feel like it at night. And now I go for a run, I pop in and I just, it's also amazing because you don't focus on running. It just works like a charm.
I do that when I cook.
Yeah, well, exactly. I think there are all these moments, and it also really helps to keep your mind from wandering, because sometimes, especially when you're doing nothing, you go like, I have to do, the whole to-do list. And it's a great way just to get inspired as well.
I love it. What are your favorite books? Share a few books.
I love the what's it now? I love the 4-Hour Work Week. I thought that was quite inspiring. I like the Do One Thing. That's also I like that. I love the one. What's it called? My Mean Girl. That's an amazing book. It's about that little voice and how to quiet it down. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there are many of those amazing books. I think they're very Oh, you love it as well? Great. Yeah, I thought it's really nice. It's actually quite interesting. I read it while running, and then I immediately bought a copy because I wanted to flip back to it. Yeah, it's a great book. And then I'm just going to share one more time-saving tip. Is that all right, time-wise, do you think?
We got half an hour or so, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I can share loads.
What I was thinking today, some of the ladies that are joining live, I was thinking towards the end we could invite you up on a screen, whether if you have a question or if you would like to share your story. I would like to invite some of the ladies up on the screen, just sort of as a closing special. So if any of you ladies feel camera ready and would like to introduce yourself or ask a question, you're very welcome to get up on the screen once Yvonne has finished her talk.
You don't have to, eh? Don't leave me yet, because if you're stage fright, don't do it, but stay at this presentation. Okay, well, it sounds awesome, I think. Yeah, great.
Yeah, I thought as a closing session, I think it would be really lovely. And, some of the ladies have been watching all day, and I would really love to meet them as well. So I think
great, yeah.
We'll be inviting you up on a screen. Just make sure you are signed in using Google Chrome. That's the only browser that supports the system. So if you want to jump online, dab a little bit of makeup.
I was gonna say lipstick and
just a little bit, but and make sure you're watching this on Google Chrome, and we would love to invite you up on the screen.
Great.
Sorry. Okay. Carry on.
No, I like it. I love it. Yeah, and please, if you've got any specific queries, shoot, right? Because I love interaction. So rather ask me questions than just me babbling through all my tips I want to share with you. And then the other thing I wanted to share about doing more in less time, I think we all are very good in procrastinating. I know I am the queen, I must admit. And you asked me about one of my favorite books, and one of them is Eat That Frog, it's called. And the theory of the book is, okay, so you've got tasks you really, really don't like. And I think we've all got them, the one that's been on your to-do list for months. Maybe you keep pushing it out, or it's there. You even not on your to-do list because it's such a hideous task. That's called a frog. And the more you kind of don't want to do that task, the uglier the frog is, okay? So the theory tells you that if you've got 1, 2, or 3, we're not going further than 3, but if you've got 3 frogs, you start with eating those frogs in the morning. Now, I don't like frog legs, but the whole idea is that you don't cook your frogs, you eat them raw. So imagine that really big, slimy, ugly frog with rots and everything, like, ugh. And imagine you have to eat it. So what do? Are you going to keep it on your desk the whole day looking at you and do rabbit, rabbit, or are you going to eat it? Well, if you have to, rather eat it so it's over and done with. And that's the same with those tasks you keep procrastinating. Rather do them straight away, first thing done in the morning, and I promise you, you will feel amazing. And because you've done that loathing task, you feel amazing and you will get more and more done because you've proven to yourself, hey, I've done that hideous task. Now I'm on a roll and I just keep rolling.
So.
And if you really, because I have some clients who are animal friends and they get very upset when I tell them eat the frog. So if this upsets you, rather think of a frog you can kiss so that it becomes a prince, right? So, but you also have to kiss the ugliest frog. So you get, I'm not going to say an ugly prince, but you get the picture. Start by kissing the ugliest frog first and then get it over and done with.
Yeah.
And the principle is 3 maximum, because also it has been shown over and over again, a long to-do list doesn't really work. What I would really recommend you to get, in action and get things done more quickly is focus on 3 tasks only. Even if your to-do list is like an A4, take a little Post-it. I love Post-its. Put your 3 main tasks, even after the frogs, put your main 3 tasks on that Post-it and start working on it. What you do is when your task is done, or what I do is like I scratch it out. That's why I've got a Post-it. And then when all 3 are scratched, I go like, put it in a bin. Yeah. And that's just the most amazing feeling. But that's why only 3, because if it's more, there's something happening up here. It's like, okay, this is big. I need to do it. I don't have time. And then you start wasting time by worrying about not having enough time.
Mm. So would you say multitasking isn't sort of the best way of being productive?
Oh, you're asking the I had a no. It's I would say if you really want to get something done, don't multitask at all, right? If you need to I don't know, work on preparing content for your program or whatever you do, focus on it. Seriously, switch off your phone, take away distractions and really, really work. Especially I like a surrounding which is like very cleaned up, very sterile, because it doesn't distract me. Yeah. That works best to get things done. But I know that research show that multitasking doesn't really work. And I like to do, when I do simple things, I like to do double things, right? So it's like if I talk to a friend, I can walk around. That's multitasking for me. But I wouldn't say that it's really, really effective. But sometimes, whether I listen to the radio in my car or chatting to a friend, I can do that. But driving, well, you get my picture, right? If you're walking somebody somewhere, you're talking on the phone. That's all right. Don't come an iPhone zombie and then bump into everything. But use your headphones and you should be fine. But other than that, I think multitasking, no, it's not really recommendable to get great stuff done. Then it's more focus what you need.
Okay, love it.
Do you multitask a lot?
Yes, I do. I usually have multiple things going on all at the same time, and as I say, it's not always the most productive. But sometimes when I do have a lot going on, sometimes it's the only way to get a lot of things done in a short period of time. But then other things like building landing pages or email sequences, I really have to dedicate the time to focus on that, especially when it comes to email sequences, because you really want to get into the zone, into the mindset, and let all that creativity flow and be tuned in with it. So for that sort of work, I wouldn't multitask. But other things, I tend to kind of have 100 things running.
But I think also what I'm always surprised by, I think people know what works for them best, right? Let's be honest, like I do a lot of videos, so I need to download them and then upload them, and they take ages. So I'm not gonna sit and wait, it's like 80%. Oh, I'll just sit here. I always work with multiple screens because I can't stand waiting for that. So then I'm multitasking, but I know what I'm going to do next to it is not going to be a big challenge or going to ask a lot of my brain power, so to say. And I think we all know what really works, but you also, if you're honest, you also know that if it's like something that really requires your attention, you rather shut it off. And then be firm. Like what I also find, if I struggle with something, that ugly frog again, and I'm getting to it, I use distractions. So I pick up my phone every moment because I don't want to do it, right? Even if I'm doing it, I pick up my phone. So that's why I put it on airplane mode, and I can't disturb myself, so to say.
It's quite natural in our human nature, isn't it? When we don't want to do something, we would rather find any distraction possible to take your attention away, to not have to do it. It's kind of avoiding the pain.
It definitely is. Yeah. It's even cleaning up your desk is then very, very important.
Yeah.
But you also like, another thing that I also like to say, when you're procrastinating something, also ask yourself, okay, so what's happening here? Why am I procrastinating? Because sometimes it is something we don't really want to do. That also happens a lot. You were excited about something, somebody asked you something and you felt you couldn't say no, but you don't really want to do it. So if you have a task that has been postponed for quite a few times, ask yourself, why did I not start with it? Is it because I really don't want to do it? And be honest, that happens for me in a lot of cases, which is then take it off, not going to do it, or give it back or whatever. I'm not going to do it. Is it because I just don't have the skills or the knowledge, or because I know that I'm not an IT expert, it's going to take me outrageous long? Okay. If that's the case, rather ask for help. Don't go driving yourself nuts, throwing your laptop out of the room because you can't find the right way to do it. Or is it simply because you don't like it? Which of the three is it? If it's the one you don't like to do, just start with it. If you don't want to do it, get rid of it. If it's something you don't know how, outsource.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That is really good advice on what to do on the tasks that just don't want to do. And we all have that. We all have that in our lives, in our businesses, things that we just can't get ourselves to do.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Those frogs are sitting on our desk looking at us every day.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I speak a lot about these frogs. So people start sending me frog pictures now. And I really don't like frogs. But everybody everybody knows that I always talk about, okay, so did you do your frog first? And they go like, oh yeah, right. So there's this little movie with these hideous frogs that and they keep sending them to me because they're like, yeah, you're the frog lady, right?
I love it. So ladies who will volunteer to come up on the screen and ask your question or introduce yourselves, we would love to see you and speak to you as well and make this a two-way conversation. So if you're up for it, I'm more than welcome to invite you up on the screen and just get you interacting with us today. It's our class session for today. And yeah, it's been a fantastic day. I have really enjoyed it. We had some really amazing sessions today, and this is a perfect way to kind of end the day with your session, Yvonne. So really grateful for your time and dedicating yourself to do this for us.
Great.
Oh, you're nice. Oh, so Lindsay's in Namibia.
Oh, cool. Where are you? Oh, I love Namibia. It's actually funny. I used to live in South Africa. I'm in London now, but I used to live in South Africa. So we traveled to Namibia. It had been on my bucket list for ages, and we traveled to Namibia with a rooftop tent. So I read somewhere that you can on those dunes, you can on a sledge, you can go down on those dunes. So we bought sledges. And we climbed the dunes and we were like, okay, here we go, we're going down. And we didn't move at all. So we were sitting on those dunes.
You couldn't go down.
But last week it snowed in London, so we took them down the hill here. What was really funny. Okay, but I'm pretty sure you're in Windhoek, right? Windhoek, yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, okay. So can I just ask where were you in South Africa? I just love South Africa. Okay. Shall I give just a couple of more, or you want to close it down? How do you feel about it?
We've got 15 minutes or so we
okay.
We can go we can go all night.
Okay, cool. Then the next step or question. Right, to the right dunes. Okay, you know the secret, right? Oh, Cape Town. I love Cape Town. They've got penguins there.
So much.
Right. So the question is, and I think this ties quite nicely in this conversation we're having now, is ask yourself the question, what do you enjoy in life? Well, I don't think you have to ask me what I enjoy in life, because I love to travel, right? And it's something I really love to do. So I'll make sure that it's incorporated in my life, because if it's not, I just get grumpy and I get like itchy and I'm like, okay, so where can we go next, right? And I don't mean to the next town. I really want to go somewhere exciting. And what always amazes me is that a lot of people just don't do what they really enjoy. And to give you an example, I know a lot of parents who don't go out anymore together because, they've got kids and whatever. And I'm like, wow, well, I think you fell in love and that's where the kids came. So how about make sure you're in love? So go out on date nights, surprise each other, do something special. And if going out isn't feasible, let's be honest, money-wise, it can always be feasible. Make sure you have a date night at home. Do something special, light a candle. Don't, go out for whatever, a special meal or cook for each other, but really make time for each other. And so I'm just saying, what's that?
So sorry. The street is just outside. So.
I was going to say, is that... But make sure that you incorporate what you enjoy in life a lot. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be big things. If you, for instance, like to drink wine and eat cheese, make sure you do that on a regular basis. If you like to hang out with friends, or go out or whatever, do it. But what I see is that everybody is so busy running around, being active, focusing on their work, that they forget to have fun.
Yeah. I think that's what keeps us happy, isn't it? And we are talking about how to have that balance in life and how to be happy in general, because we all strive for happiness. It's just we get so busy, so caught up with life, making money, making family, that we forget that the most important thing is just being happy and doing things that we love. So we definitely need to dedicate that time for those activities.
Yeah, and what I like is, and if you read that book about Mean Girl, it's something she says as well. It's I like if you would write down your happy list, right? So what are the things that really really make you happy? And when you're having an off day, and let's be honest, we all have off days, or when you're really like, gosh, I need some perking up or cheering up. Go to your happy list and go like, so right, what shall I do now? And in the checklist I prepared for you with tips on preparing some more me time, I'm sharing my happy list with you. And my happy list goes from dancing on Walking on Sunshine. I don't know whether you know that song, but it's really great to get into good moods. Yeah, me too. And from traveling. So whatever it is, if you need a moment for yourself and you're really feeling down, go to your happy list and pick something and just become instantly happy.
Yeah. I think, Yvonne, I'll be coming back to this video. When I'm feeling down, I'll be coming back to this video, right? What do we need to do?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think but sometimes you just have to take a moment to realize, okay, what is it? What does make me feel good? And why am I not doing it right now? Yeah. But I love it when you come back to it. And then the final and maybe the most important one is, what do you need to feel good? And I mean that physically, and I mean that mentally. So, in all truth, I'm saying to you, choose you, right? Make sure that you put yourself number one. But if you're not feeling great, and that can be mentally or that can be physically, you're never going to choose for you because you don't think you're worth it. And like I said, that's the reason why I started my own company, because I really believe you're worth it. And I think you should choose for you. There are several ways to feel better about yourself. And I go back to that other example, which I just gave about enjoying yourself, right? Mm-hmm. So if you enjoy eating cheese and drinking wine, we all know that if you just eat cheese and drink wine, you get some extra love handles, right? Love handles can be extremely, extremely attractive. But if you don't like love handles, but you do like cheese and wine, there's only one thing you have to do, and that's work out. Or accept the fact that those love handles are there and going to stay. And what I see a lot is that people do like to enjoy themselves, but then beat themselves up at the same time because they don't like the consequence, but they don't want to change it. So it's quite simple. Just either accept it or work on it. But don't do this because that drives you nuts and you're not enjoying your cheese even though you're eating it. So
it's not as easy as you say to go back in the gym.
I know, but I don't, that's the thing. And that's what we spoke about earlier. You have to choose what works for you. If you don't like to go to the gym, don't, But I also have a lot of clients who tell me, I really struggle with my time. And the one thing that drops off first is the gym or sports. And I always ask, but what can you do? If you really want to work out, what's possible in your current schedule? Like, I like to run because it's my own zone. I can do it whenever I want. I can do it wherever. So I started with saying, okay, well, I can manage 2 times 30 minutes in a week. That's all. But hey, I'm starting. Now I'm running 4 times a week because I enjoy it and I build my calendar around it. But just start and take a small step.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we deserve that, and we owe it to ourselves to live healthier lifestyle, looking after ourselves more, dedicating more time for ourselves. And even if it means blocking out time in your diary, I think it's so important to have that time for yourself, making that priority.
Yeah.
Self a priority, opposed to, right, I have to send out emails, I have to do this or that. I think really if you feel good and if you give yourself that time, you will be happier, and ultimately you will be more productive as well.
Yes, that's for sure. Yes, because I can actually notice it when I don't go for a run. I don't know what happens during running, and trust me, I'm by no means fast, right? and I also be honest, you've got those people who really enjoy the run. I don't. I feel good afterwards. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
But that feeling afterwards is amazing. I get so much more done. I feel alive. And that's the reason why I do it, because I can see it helps my productivity. I'm still waiting for the slimming effect, but maybe one day.
Oh, well, we could be here all day just nattering away.
Yeah. I'm just going to say one final thing, and then I'm going to close it down. But like I said, I think the most important thing, and I think that's tomorrow, right, is your right mindset.
Yeah.
So if you take away one thing of today, is that if you're really going to choose yourself, that little voice beside you or inside you, and sometimes I don't have a voice, I have a whole choir. Be aware of what that voice or what that choir is saying to you, and what are you saying to yourself. And sometimes it's really, really hideous. And the more attention you pay to it, the more shocked you will be by what you're telling yourself, right? And I would like you to become aware of what you're saying to yourself, and whether it's positive and helping you or whether it's negative. If it's something negative, a very easy tip, and there's lots more to do about it, but I won't go into it now. But become aware of what you're saying. And if it's something negative, just say cancel, cancel, right? So if you're looking in the mirror and you go like, oh my gosh, my hair, I can't, cancel, cancel, right? Whenever you're looking at that frog and you go like, gosh, I really should have done this ages ago. I'm such a slack, la 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 la. Cancel, cancel. And in the beginning, when you become aware of your own negative thoughts, it drives you nuts. It almost drives you like really sad, because you sometimes just talk all this negative crap.
Yeah.
But if you start by saying cancel, cancel, and then what you're supposed to say, well, I don't think my hair is that bad, it's okay. I don't know why, but I just keep seeing myself. That's most likely the reason. But, just say cancel, cancel, and then replace it by something positive. And it will do wonders for how you feel. And it will enable you more to choose you and to get into that, pleasurable lifestyle you're looking for.
Incredible. I love that. So simple, but so powerful, isn't it?
Yes.
Not letting your mind talk you into all sorts.
Yeah. So no, I really like that. Yeah. And what I have prepared for everybody who's watching now or looking at the replay, I've got a special giveaway, which is some amazing tips to create more time for yourself, some me time. And it's quite funny as well. So if you want to have more time outs just for you to, unwind, re-energize, have fun, then ask for it, and I'll send it through to you immediately.
If you have a link, feel free to share it.
Okay, I will type it in now.
For any ladies that are watching a replay as well. Hopefully I'll be sending out some of the links that's been shared via email, so the ladies can follow up and have it for the reference. Thank you. Amaze yourself.
Yes.
So simple, so powerful.
Yeah, I think everybody should do that. So it's Amaze Yourself is the name of my company, and I just love it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Incredible. Really, really nice to have you here today, and just hearing your tips on how to be happier, more positive, and have more me time. I think that's so powerful, and it's the best way to really end the day, to say, ladies, thank you, and thank you for putting the time out for yourself to do this, to be part of the summit, expand your mind, inspire yourselves. Just give yourself this freedom and time to do something for you. So really thank you for all who joined, and Yvonne, for your time today as well.
No, I'm happy, but we've got somebody who wants to come and say hi, right? So somebody wants to come on screen. Yay!
I'm not saying bye yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Amazing.
It was my pleasure. I was excited about this the whole day, right? I was like, yay.
I know. You were ready to pop the champagne earlier.
Yes, I'm going to do it just now. Yeah.
Amazing. Christina, hopefully using this on Google Chrome. So what I'm going to do is invite you up on the screen, and all you have to do is just accept to come on camera. So I'll do it for you now if you're ready to go. Let's invite Christina over. That's so exciting. It's so cool what technology can do these days, isn't it?
It is. It's really great. So I'm like, hey, what do you look like?
Yeah, it's amazing. We can have, I think, up to four ladies on the screen, so we can invite someone else as well. So Christina's just accepting, and hopefully she'll pop up on the screen in a minute. Let's just wait for Christina to join. So Lindsay has been amazing. She's been part of every session.
Yes, I know. She was there this morning already, right?
Yes. It's amazing. Lindsay, would love to know what your biggest takeaway from the day is, and just how was your experience, because you have been through most of the sessions, so it's just interesting to hear how your experience have been. So do comment below. I know it's quite late out there, so we can't invite you up on the screen, which is okay.
Yeah, I don't know what time. It must be really late, I think.
So tomorrow we're starting out again at 9:30 a.m. UK time. Oh,
yeah, but a 9:45 in Windhoek is not the same as a 9:45 in here in London. When I used to live in South Africa in Durban, and I came from the Netherlands, so I was used to the lifestyle where it's more evening. But there, everything started at 5 a.m. So by 9, most people were in bed already.
Yeah.
It's just different. So it must be something like that in Namibia as well, I would say.
Interesting. It's interesting how different parts of the world have completely different lifestyle, and just it's completely different, isn't it?
But that's the interesting part, isn't it? Because you by being there, you become aware how biased you are to a certain way of living. It's the same with winter and summer. For me, December is cold, and then I moved somewhere where December was the height of summer. So we did Christmas in the pool. That was weird because we had Christmas song about snow. But hey.
Yeah. So Christina, let us know if you're having a problem connecting, because I have invited you up on the screen. Something should have come up to ask you to enable your camera and your audio. So just let us know if you're having trouble going up online. And Lindsay saying, it was amazing, really have learned so much. Namibia's worse at 8 p.m. is dead.
Yeah, I thought so much. Yeah. Yeah, that's just because it starts so early. Oh, Christina accepted, but it doesn't work. Oh, that's a pity.
Are you using Google Chrome, Christina? Because other browsers sometimes are not compatible with this program. Oh wow, really hot.
Yeah, you see, that's weird, isn't it? I mean, we just came out of the snow and it's their hottest ever.
Yeah, last week it all snowed in here and
Yeah,
couldn't leave the house. It was chaos.
yeah.
Well,
Okay, can you send me another invite just in case?
yeah, sure, I will give it a try. Uh, okay, Christina, let's give it another go. You might just need to accept something that
There's
pops
a
up.
pop-up in your screen, right? There was in my screen a big green thingy.
Yeah, just pops up to say, "Hey,
It's no frog.
amazing." So we have shared. Wow.
You're making us jealous, Lindsay. Please.
Yeah,
I'm longing for summer.
yeah. I'm going on holiday next week, but I didn't choose a hot country to go to.
Where are you going?
I went to Norway.
Oh, really? Oh, you couldn't get enough of the snow.
No, I want some more.
Well, I must admit, when we were sliding down, I thought, oh, this is amazing. I really love more snow and just the fun outside. It was great. Yeah, and Norway, it's supposed to be amazing, beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually go there every year.
Oh, really?
My dad lives there with his family.
Oh.
My little brother and sister, it's their birthdays next week. So yeah, I every year go in March just to see them and catch up with the family.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, that's a good reason. Yeah. Yeah, Lindsay wants snow. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You always want what you don't have because you're now in the heat, and we're like, no, come and get the
I'll
snow.
send you some.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's going to work with Christina, unfortunately, right?
Uh,
Or
yeah, we haven't had that issue. It would usually would say,
oh, on the phone, would that be a difference, you think?
and Christina, if you're using an app, it shouldn't be a problem. Maybe if you're just using your browser on your phone, that might be a slight issue. So usually, using an app, it would allow you. But if you're just using normal browser on your phone, that might be an issue, I think. We haven't had that. We had loads of tests last week, and we haven't had that.
I just want to take a picture.
Sure, smile. It's been an incredible day, and I just want to give you a little snapshot of what's to come tomorrow. So tomorrow, 9:30 a.m., we're opening the summit again, and we will have Samantha opening with visualization session. So that will be guided visualization, sort of meditation session, but she will also talk about what it is and how you can use it. So it will be a fantastic session starting at 9:30, Samantha and Kate. And at 10:30, we'll have Tara Bradford. She is joining from New York City. It's going to be super early for her.
I was gonna say it must be really early. Wow.
She has dedicated this time to join really early. She said she'll be fine, and she wants to join right early. So she is amazing. I'm really, really looking forward to interviewing Tara myself. I'm looking forward to hearing her story. I don't want to give away too much, but you definitely want to tune in to Tara's session. Then 11:30 we'll have Kezia, and Kezia has just launched her book. It's a collaborated book between 18 women, and it's called Pay It Forward series. It's just been nominated as #1 seller on Amazon, and Kezia has an incredible story to share as well. So I'm really excited about that. And really, the rest of the day is going to be amazing. We've got Dr. San coming up at 12:30. She'll be talking about how to build a profitable business and make an impact, and really some ins and outs of business, how to build a business. She has built a number of successful businesses. She has also had a very successful career in medicine, but she has given it up, burned the bridges, and decided to start her own business. So, and Dr. Sana will be a very, very interesting session. Later on, we have Dillis, and Dillis is tuning in from Ghana. She is talking about emotional independence for women and really how to handle that, how to be more independent emotionally. And she is absolutely strong lady. She's all about women empowerment. So tomorrow at 1:30, Dillis will be delivering her session. At 2:30, I will be delivering my session on how to grow and fund your business. My area of expertise is funding, how to go about funding your early stage business, how to grow it, what are the different types of funding available for businesses. So that's a bit of my area of expertise. I'll try to make it interesting. I know it's not the most exciting subject.
Well, I think it's actually quite exciting for a lot of us.
Yeah, I think money is very important in building a business.
And it might not be exciting for you because you know all the ins and outs, but that's the thing, right? Because it's your area of expertise. You go like, yeah, right. But we go like,
yeah, so
do share.
It's not going to be too technical, and I'll try and make it interesting, but I have so much to share. I've prepared some slides. I'm not sure whether we will be using those slides, but I'm really keen to share that because I think not enough women going for funding options. There's a lot of funding options available for women to grow their business. So I think it's super important that we actually just at least know about it and at some stage take the opportunity and advantage of those options. At 4:30, we'll have Alison Baum from Best Beginnings Charity. So she will be talking about the amazing work that charity is doing and all the support, what it means to have your support for the charity, that most of you have donated something towards this charity. So I'm really excited about having Alison at 4:30. And at 5:45, we'll have Katrina Young, and she'll be talking about how to generate more leads to your business, how to generate more sales, how to build the systems behind your business and attract the clients that you need. So it will be more technical session, sort of hands-on, and hopefully we'll finish with a glass of champagne.
I think I might come back for that.
Unfortunately, we can't be serving virtual champagne.
No, that's a pity. Yeah.
But again, if you want to jump online tomorrow and come on the video and just ask a question or introduce yourself, more than happy to invite some of the ladies up on the screen tomorrow as well. So if it didn't work out today, hopefully tomorrow you'll either be on a laptop or on the app and you'll be able to join. So just raise your hand up tomorrow that you want to be popping up on the screen and we'll do that.
Right. Lindsay is up for it, I think, because she won't be in her PJ. So that would be cool.
Amazing. And she said she's never heard of funding.
You see, there you go. I think honestly, I really think there are quite a few women and men interested in it. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think there's so much more men that are aware and know about how to go about funding your business. But I think women not necessarily think about it that much because we kind of think that we need to build something up from ground up and don't want to take the risk of borrowing money, but actually you don't necessarily need to borrow money. There are other ways of doing it and funding your dream to success. So really, really excited about sharing that tomorrow with you guys. So yes, hopefully you'll tune in tomorrow morning if you can, or any sessions that you can drop in and out, you're more than welcome to. So we're going to close the session today.
Excellent. Well, thank you for hosting it because and for all the organization because it has been loads and you've done an amazing job and thanks.
Thank you. It's been amazing. I've really enjoyed it and it's a pleasure because all the speakers have been amazing and really supportive for the event. So it's such a pleasure and I'm glad the audience have really enjoyed the content. So if you're not in a Facebook group, make sure you join it. Join us. There is a link below, and make an introduction if you haven't so already. There is a special post for you to make an introduction. Just tell us what you do, what you're interested in, and yeah, we'll be seeing you there. So thank you all who joined today. Thank you, Yvonne, for your amazing session, for being a closing speaker for today.
My pleasure. It was really, really fun. So happy to be here.
Amazing. So yeah, we'll catch up in the group, and hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow morning.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.